Will the value of the dollar drop if US stocks crash? If the stocks crash, dollar will go up. Let me explain this if it needs explanation. If the current price of the S&P 500 is $2,500 and after a crash it is $1,250, your dollars buy twice as much of the stocks, or simply dollar value doubled. What will happen to the dollar value against commodities? Commodities will decline in the crash as well. Oil at $48. How about on sale for $24 after the crash? Other currencies? The US dollar is the world currency. Prices of commodities, including oil, are quoted and traded in USD. Dollar takes a place that gold used to occupy long ago, and as long as it stays this way, dollar will appreciate against other currencies as it appreciate against commodities and stocks. I have a mixed feelings about the yen. It tends to appreciate against the dollar during sell-offs and I do not see it very logical, but that's how it is. Commodity-linked currencies like Aussie and Loonie, not even a second thought about them. The euro is a special case and contributor to many of the European countries' problems. It will likely simply implode under the duress and disappear or shrink its reach a lot once all is said and done. Do not count on a dollar collapse in a stock crash bear market. You will be disappointed and lose money, dollar. No. But there are things that may bust the US dollar that will also have an effect on the stock market. The US debt is already precariously high, and there is a point where the government will just print money just to keep up with the debt. Also, what holds up the dollar is that most oil countries require the dollar for payment, which in turn forces other countries to try to get the dollar in order to acquire the oil. Some oil countries have been trying to get off the dollar, which has led the US to go to war with those countries, including Libya and Iraq. This is the real reason why the US wants to demonize and eventually go to war with Venezuela. The US, however, cannot go to war forever as its resources are stretched, and countries like China and Russia have been replacing the dollar, and some European countries are already preparing to buy oil with non-dollar currencies. The debt and oil scenarios looks like it may happen sooner than you think. The US dollar has value because people are willing to trade it. It is a symbol of confidence in the US economy and all other economies closely tied to the US dollar. The value of the dollar goes up and down in relation to the strength of the economy. The economy has strengthened significantly in the last few years and the value of the dollar has risen. Compare this with the value of gold or Bitcoin and you have a different dynamic. What do people trade gold and Bitcoin against? The dollar. What do people trade the dollar against? Goods and services bought and sold as a unit of the economic engine. You can do things to hurt the dollar, but as long as there is a strong economy backing it, it is extremely hard to kill. One uncertainty in the question is, global crash or US only? If global, long-term drain on the dollar, since foreign investors will cash out, and transfer the proceeds to another currency. If the crash is sustained a la 1930s, especially, but this is a new world, with central banks buying junk bonds. If the US crashes separately, dollar going down. Yes. It always does when the US stock market drops such as it did by over 3,500 points last week. And it always will. Subsequently, the reverse is also true.